Welcome back to Moody Talk Sports. We have our finishing touches on this week's Men Among the Boys, top 10 wide receivers for the NFL heading into Week 8. So if you're new to the channel, we also do quarterbacks, running backs, NFL teams, college teams as well, and then we also do picks and all kinds of stuff. We'd love to have you subscribe and stick around. So let's get right into it. Number 10, welcome to the list, DeVonta Smith. It's amazing to me because when I first saw him on this list finally sneak in, I had A.J. Brown on my mind because I was like, okay, there's been a lot of issues there. He's been complaining. Maybe they've been finally getting him the ball. No, it's Smith. And good for him. But it kind of makes you wonder about the A.J. Brown situation, what's going on there. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about this young man and the amazing stats he's been putting up. Right now, he's 9th in total yards with 504. Averages 13.3 a reception, 72 yards a game, only 2 touchdowns. I'd like to see that higher. If he had it higher, it would probably be a little bit better. 38 receptions. Those are all respectable numbers considering how low he was to start the year. They're just now figuring this out, and he's in the top 10. So if they had this going since the beginning, he might be top 3. So that's great to see. Number 9, we have Drake London. Drake is 10th in total yards when it comes to receiving, but he's had that bye week, so it's a little bit, of a difference there. 78 yards a game, 2 touchdowns. I wish he had a little bit more touchdowns. 38 receptions, not a ton, kind of in that middle ground. Again, just solid numbers. Solid numbers is right now what is getting you into the top 10, in those 8, 9, 10 spots. Number 8, I have Justin Jefferson. So Justin falls a couple spots. I know yardage-wise, he has 528. He's had a bye week, so he's averaging 88 a game, which is awesome. Only 34 receptions, though, which is really low. And at 15.5 per catch, 1 touchdown, it really feels like Jefferson is boom or bust. It feels like he either really catches something down the field for, 20 to 25 yards, or he just doesn't at all. And don't get me wrong, that can work, but it's not what I expect from him, and I definitely don't expect 1 touchdown right now through as many games as they've played. I know there's been some quarterback issues. I get all that. He's deserving of the top 10, but I think he made it up to like 5 or 4 last week, and I thought he was going to be top 3. Still has a chance to do that, but I'm just not super impressed at the moment. That's all. Number 7, look, I said I wouldn't do this, but I can't ignore it any longer. Christian McCaffrey. Look, I said I wasn't going to do this because he's a running back and I wasn't going to muddle that up, but here's the problem, okay? 1, I haven't mentioned Christian McCaffrey when it comes to the running backs at all because his rushing is so abysmal that it's not even worth mentioning, but the problem is when it comes to receiving yards, Christian McCaffrey is 8th, and that's among wide receivers, and he's a running back. When we look at his receptions, he has 53 receptions right now. That's 2nd in the league. 3rd in the league, excuse me. I mean, 3rd in the league? He might get over 120 receptions this year out of the backfield. It's insane. 3 touchdowns out of the backfield. That's more than some wide receivers. That's more than Drake London. That's more than DeVonta Smith. That's just insane. So it has to be mentioned, right? I mean, I didn't want to, but this guy's putting up top 5, top 3 wide receiver numbers out of the backfield. That's nuts to me. So I wanted to put him in there somewhere. Give him a shout out. He deserves it. Number 6, we have Emeka, Egbuka. Not a great Monday night game from him, but he did play through the injury. Got injured the previous game and then came back, played for this one. There was a lot of question. But he's still 7th in yards, 31 receptions. I'm not high on. He doesn't catch a lot of passes right now, which is a shame. But he averages 75 yards a game, 17 a reception, so kind of boom or bust. But the difference is 5 tutties. That's the difference. So between Justin, if you're wondering between Justin and him, like, well, you said 5 tutties. Huge difference. Number 5, we have Amon-Ra St. Brown. 7 touchdowns right now. I think he leads the league in touchdowns. It looks like he does, yes. When it comes to receiving, of course. Then when we look at 50 receptions, only 10.8 a reception, but 5th in yards. Sounds like a solid number 1 to me. Getting the job done, top 5. Number 4, we still have Puka Nacua, and even though Puka's been injured, he still has 54 catches, which is 2nd in the league. He still has 102.7 yards a game, which there's only 2 guys averaging that. 2 touchdowns is what kind of keeps him out of the top 3. I wish he got in the end zone a little bit more, but he's still 3rd in total yards, and he missed last game. When you're that good, you can afford to miss a game or 2, I guess. Number 3, we have George Pickens, and George has been playing his butt off. He is absolutely incredible. 4th in total yards, 36 when it comes to 36 receptions, which I'm not big on because, again, I would like to see a little bit more than that. But 6 tutties, averaging 86 yards a game. It's really impressive. CeeDee Lamb went out. As soon as CeeDee Lamb went out, everybody and their mother was like, well, it's over. Their offense is done. And then George just stepped in and said, no, I'm just as good, if not better. I don't drop the ball as much. I still find it hilarious when I see him carry the ball, and it's like with one hand, and he's carrying it way out. It drives me nuts, but it's kind of hilarious because it's the Cowboys. I don't know. Anyway, number 2, we have Jamar Chase. What a incredible couple weeks this guy has had. He leads the league in receptions at this point with 58, averaging 90 a game, 5 tutties, 629 yards. Really just incredible. He wasn't even on the list the first couple weeks I did it. And then, about a week ago, he kind of snuck in. And then now just what he's done, especially since Flacco's there, I bet he's actually glad Flacco's there right now because he's really benefited from that. So good for him. I'd love to see him at the top of this list for the rest of the year. Number 1, I don't think it's debatable, Jaxon Smith-Njigba. He's leading yards by 200. Jamar is 2nd, and he's got 819 compared to Jamar's 629. 50 receptions, 16.4 of reception, 117 yards a game, 4 tutties. Unreal numbers, unreal stuff. Right now it looks like Njigba is going to come close to a 2K season. Hard to argue with that. So that is the men among the boys, the top 10 wide receivers going in to week 8 in the NFL. Appreciate you guys being here. Remember, enjoy football, enjoy your family, enjoy your friends, stay blessed. I appreciate you all. I'll see you again next week. Or I'll see you for my picks if you want to come in on tomorrow night because tomorrow we have an NFL game. So I'll see you then.